I don't know if we can do it without turning on the... Oh wow, that's actually really easy. Here I was thinking this would be a lot tougher than it actually is. Alright, first we have the ghost ship chart. That is actually very important for us. And we have another treasure chart. I think you actually have to confront them first, and then take a photo after. This is actually listed in the tracker, so we will be doing this momentarily. Alright, let's see what we get here. Blue rupee, okay. Again, I definitely feel like we were bound to stall at some point. Hey, we got it, 19. That took considerably less time than I thought it would, but this calculator definitely helped a bit. Oh, just 50 rupees, huh? Okay. Well, at least we made a profit from that, so it wasn't a total loss. Oh. The actual reward. Oh, it's a treasure chart. I got my hopes up for a moment that would be actually valuable. I don't need an arrow, but I'll just save myself a little bit of time. I realized this was actually slightly dangerous, opening a treasure chest as a cutscene is about to play. Like, I don't know if that would break something. Maybe I was just watching a video talking about, like, cutscene storage, so I'm a little bit, like, on edge about accidentally, like, storing a cutscene without meaning to. Like, I could just wrong warp somewhere for all I know. Wow, that's really not worth it. That's, like, the easiest item to get in the game for like, trading quests. I don't even think anything needs red choo-choo jelly. I think it's only, green. And maybe blue? But again, we also haven't gone anywhere near the, Forest Haven, for obvious reasons. Alright, see if we're 3 for 3 for this place being a total, like, washout. Alright, I will take back all my complaints about this set of items. That is very good. Can we see what the item is without actually going all the way up there? Yep, that is definitely a yellow rupee. Okay, we can mark this off without... We're not going to collect it, because that's a waste of an item. But we do not have to worry about it. It's hard to describe if the Great Sea is like open world, or if it's more like just an overworld, in like an RPG sense, because there's not a ton going on in it. But I always just like sailing in this game. Just kind of vibing to this game. This is why I never get tired of open world games. Everyone has open world fatigue, it feels like, but I just like eat these games up because I just really like just chilling, basically, not like needing a ton to do. You know, point A to point B, not needing a ton of like big events or like items to find, but just like the vibes are nice sometimes. This is a waste. I'm not able to actually fight these in such a way that I can easily get items. Well, that was not worth it. This will be, hopefully something worthwhile, because this is quite a bit of an effort to get to this one. Heart piece. Again, it's weird. Heart pieces are, like, normally really good, but then in the context of a randomizer, it's like, oh, a heart piece. It's not very exciting. You know what? We can also just say, like, screw this, and just bomb these, like, entry points. Yeah, we'll have to get the joy pendant chest also, which is near the entrance, so that'll be not too bad, hopefully. Quickly dash, and get this. Hot container, not helpful. So, we actually do have to... Oh, I didn't know you could stand on that. I could have probably skipped this if I had thought about it. I could have just jumped over. And this should go to a spot where we can easily just hop down, so this won't be too bad. I hope. Nope, we actually do have to go back. Oh, look, another piece of heart. So we got 2 heart containers in one place. That's... Again, a case of like, oh, this is the one time I'm not excited about a heart container, because I just want another item. Northeastern cannon, destroy the cannons. Southwestern lookout platform, defeat the enemies. So these have like different requirements. I might have accidentally put the wind in the right direction too, just because of the way I was facing with the King of Red Lions. Very convenient if that works out that way. Oh, I was gonna say, was it backwards, but I just couldn't see it. Another treasure chart. Big surprise! There's like 40 of these. There's going to be a lot of these that are just treasure charts. I think there are 49 total or something. It really is the grappling hook that's holding us back at the moment. Once we get that, then the entire world basically opens up at this point, including dungeons. Because we have like every dungeon item, except the grappling hook and the... whatchamacallit? The iron boots, I think. And also, like, obviously light arrows, we need those too, but, yeah, the only key items we're really missing at this... We're also missing a lot of the melodies, so that's another problem. Big surprise! But yeah, we are missing quite a few of the melodies. Unfortunately, we really can't do much in the way of, oh, this is gonna be a problem, I have to swim all the way over there. We don't really have much in the way of, like, dungeon progress beyond, like, the first 4. Wait, first 4? That'd be all of them. First 3, plus Forsaken Fortress. So that would be 4. I don't know why it's out of order on this guide, on this tracker. And Heart Piece. Yeah, this cave, I do not remember whatsoever, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, it's a combat one. I don't know if I should be excited or scared. I'd really like to have a sword upgrade. That's the other thing we need. Oh, I kind of blanked on that. We only have the default sword still. Yeah, this is still probably my favorite Zelda. I go back and forth beyond that. I just say Wind Waker because it's easy to say Wind Waker because, you know, childhood favorite. But I actually don't know what my favorite is anymore. I go back and forth between this one and usually like either Majora's Mask or either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of different energy to all those though, so it's kind of hard for me to like... What am I trying to say? It's kind of hard to pick a favorite in a way because... like, 2D is a really hard category. Whenever people ask, like, favorite Zelda or favorite anything, really, I tend to try to differentiate when a series is this long going. I'm the same way with, like, Mario or Sonic, where I tend to break up my favorites a lot, where instead of just being like, this is my favorite, period, I tend to just say, this is, like, my favorite 2D, this is my favorite 3D, just because I feel like it's really hard to compare something like, you know, Majora's Mask, which is one of my favorite 3Ds, to, like, Minish Cap, which is probably one of my favorite 2D Zelda games. That's also very up in the air, though. I really like A Link Between Worlds, and also, the one that just came out, Echoes of Wisdom, I actually really vibed with. But again, it's like, very different style of game from this even though it's actually kind of a comparable art style. So yeah, it's actually kind of interesting trying to pick out like favorites for games. Like for Sonic, I'm the same way where it's like, what's my favorite Sonic game? It's like, I feel like 2D and 3D need to be separated just because it's like, how do I compare Mania to like, you know, Adventure 2? Because they're very fundamentally different. Mario's also kind of like that for me. But others I don't feel that way. Like RPGs, like I feel like Final Fantasy, my favorites are like segmented that way. Like I can just put all of them in the same category basically, because RPGs are just kind of more straightforward that way. Even though Final Fantasy is a bad example, there's been so many genre shifts for Final Fantasy. I feel like my taste in games vary extraordinarily wildly, though, so I have a feeling streams are going to be extraordinarily all over the place going forward in the future. If I do this long enough, I'll definitely hit up a lot of different genres and style of games. There's definitely a lot of games I want to stream. Too many, probably, because I've only been going for about a month and a half. Alright, Command Melody. Alrighty, so that's one chest down, and the other one's just out in the open, so you don't have to worry about fighting all these. Another Triforce chart. I think we have almost all of them now. I think we're only missing like 2 and a heart container, so I think I screwed up already. No, it's coming back. We're fine. This also just really pushes your magic to its limits, where it's like, yeah, you barely have enough magic to actually get through this, it feels like. And you can't, like, drink a potion, this isn't Breath of the Wild logic, so we are committed to this. Yeah, we are quickly draining magic. Dang. We just barely didn't make it. Like, we're just like a second off. Well, that sucks. We'll try this again later on. Good first try. We'll give it that. Normally that does take me a little bit to get through. But hey, we also have the submarine to check out. And we even got magic, so if we try this again tonight, I should probably save first. We actually didn't get enough, actually. So we probably can't do this unless it actually refreshes. Like the jars by the flight contest. If that's the case, we can get that, but otherwise, not really. Well, that's not really helpful at this point. You really only need one bottle for a rando like this. This isn't Majora where you have to like get all the eggs and stuff. Oh yeah, there's a Majora randomizer, isn't there? How does that work actually? Does it still adhere to the cycle? Because in that case, how would you actually... How would you actually complete a randomizer if everything's like gonna be resetting constantly? I guess key items still would be fixed, like in the main, like the actual game proper. I don't know, I couldn't see the gate there. Okay, we got it, I think. Hey! What was that, 4th try, because I kept botching it for different reasons. Hey, treasure chart. So yeah, how many checks did we do? 105 total, so that means we did about 40 or so this time. So yeah, about what I thought we'd do. I thought we'd get to about 100-ish in like 2 hours. Last time we also just chatted for a really long time. So that also made the stream a lot longer than it would be otherwise. But our actual gameplay last time was only about 2.5 hours, which is comparable to this, I'd say. This might be closer to 2 hours. Oh, look, big surprise, this is a treasure chart. It actually says we can do the entirety of the Tower of the Gods. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess you could use the leaf to get through a couple of areas that you'd normally need the grappling hook for. I'm trying to like, process this because it feels weird to be able to do that. Wait, the Tower of the Gods is just open. Like, it's just there. Like, I don't know why my brain didn't process it before now. That, like, yeah, the Tower of the Gods is just here. We don't have to, like, place the pearls or anything. You know what? We'll do Eastern Fairy Island. Again, there's a chance we'll run into Cyclos on the way over, too. Which would actually be helpful, because we do need to do that at some point. What does that put us at? We are missing 2 Triforce shards, if my count is correct. Yeah, the only other randomizers I've actually played in full, I think I did a Mario 3 rando a long time ago, though that's more of a level randomizer, so it's not as interesting in my opinion. The most interesting thing is I think it can draw from like beta or unused levels, but beyond that it's like not as interesting because there's not like logic behind it to actually get through it. So in my opinion that makes it slightly less interesting. And then like a Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, which again, the main appeal of that I think is the randomized dialogue. Beyond that, it's not really that special. In terms of like, you know, again, logic, because it's just like plopping a character in a stage they're not supposed to go through. So I do feel like the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, while funny, doesn't rely on logic to the point of not being as like interesting in some ways. Oh hey, speaking of which, there he is. Oh, I should get the bow out. Now I'm thinking of it, it's like, oh, if I didn't have this, we would have problems. Moblin's letter. Oh, well now we're going down a rabbit hole, aren't we? Cause now I'm curious about what that is. Okay, that was worth it. Master Sword. Alright, that opens up a lot for next time. Well, dang. That is a good way to end, I think. So we are gonna stop there, but first of all, just for the sake of me being able to remember things, I am going to set up for next time. And actually, I think they add a warp here. I don't think this is normally here. So we'll just warp over here, and then we'll probably save and quit. We'll actually be shot at by cannons, so maybe I should, like, actually park the boat inside the area. I think they broke the door down themselves there. Actually, you know what? Let's end on a boss fight of sorts. We can fight Phantom Ganon. That won't take very long. This is a really easy fight, actually. Will not take any time at all. There's actually only 4 checks here, because there's, like... the boss... Is there a boss key, actually? It's just a compass and a map, so... yeah, it's not like a really... elaborate dungeon, I suppose, in terms of like how much we can actually find here, but it will be good to just get everything while we're here. You can only call Tingle from areas that have maps. Oh. I mean, again, like I was saying, it's like one of these has to be the dungeon map, right? So it makes sense. Chest outside upper jail cell, chest inside lower jail cell, chest guarded by Bokoblin, chest on bed. That's this one. Deluxe Picto Box, that is very good. Sweet. There's also one that just says chest guarded by Bokoblin. I don't know where that is actually. So that'll be fun to figure out next time. Tingle Tuner again. Yeah, nothing actually changes there. Not surprising. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I was in the right place all along. In the process of just Googling it, I ended up just stumbling upon it anyway. Yeah, that's underwhelming. Oh wait, the spotlights. Oh. And we'll have to disable those, huh? Yeah, this is going to turn into an ordeal, isn't it? Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is gonna take a bit, I think. So I should probably stop here, and we'll pick this up next time to try to clear out the rest of this temple. Temple, I say, it's more of a dungeon.